I would say to you, there's some
First grade, first place for the best picture. Second place, Janelle Bacon. Okay, this is for second grade now. First place, Michelle Jackie. Second place, Corey from Mrs. Beekler's class. And third place, Damien from Mrs. Rashkowski's class. Okay, our third, fourth, and fifth graders participating in guessing the weight of the pumpkin. And we had a tie. But to tell you first, the pumpkin weighed 32.5 pounds. Now we had a tie at 32 pounds. It was Greg York and Valerie Casimore. Now what we will do, because there was a tie, we can't cut that big pumpkin in half and give you half. So we're going to put the two names, and Mr. McBoo here, Mr. Shooty will draw a name. The first one will get the large pumpkin, the second one will get the smaller pumpkin. That's for first place. Okay, the big pumpkin goes to Greg York. So they will have a choice up here. Those that guessed 31 pounds was Jason Rasky, Harry Dacey, Laura Wheeler, and Emily Wheeler.
During the apple sing, don't you know it's Halloween? Let the fun begin.
Today, when boys and girls in America celebrate Halloween, they think of pumpkins and scary faces, witches on broomsticks with big black cats, ghosts and monsters, Frankenstein and Count Dracula and werewolves, and they think of themselves under all of these disguises, visiting friends and neighbors calling trick or treat. How many of you do that? How many of you go trick or treat? Today, though, boys and girls, girls, we think of all these things together as a night, and we call it Halloween. But perhaps you did not know that Halloween in America comes from customs and superstitions from long ago and from many foreign countries. As people moved to America and began to settle here, they brought their beliefs and customs with them. Many of these customs are today a part of our Halloween. Settle back for an afternoon of singing, of monsters, of dancing, a wizard doing science magic tricks, and some very special tricks and treats. And remember, boys and girls, it's all in fun.
Characters of Halloween. People once were very busy keeping witches away. Most people believed in witches at one time or another. Witches worked magic and were given their power by evil spirits. Female witches were usually old and ugly. Superstitions about witches were indeed strange. In Europe, it was believed that witches held two meetings as the seasons changed. One of these meetings saw on October 31st.
What a lovely time the witches had. They flew to the meetings on broomsticks. They had special powers that night, and they laughed at all the mischief they could do. One superstition said that witches could see into the future and change people into frogs by casting spells. Witches cooked their brews in big black pots called cauldrons. Black cats were thought to be partners to witches because their eyes seemed to glow in the dark. Because cats always landed on their feet, it appeared that they had many lives.
People guarded against the witches of Halloween by putting on their clothes wrong side out or walking backwards to the crossroads at midnight. They would leave a dish of salt or a broom by the door, so the witch would have to spend the night counting the grains of salt or the straws of the broom instead of doing her evil deeds.
Halloween.
about to work in this laboratory. It takes all of his powers and energy to perform his experiments successfully. He has asked that we sit very, very quietly, concentrate on what he is doing, and perhaps we will see some magic of the universe right here before our very eyes. Well, wizard,
You know, I've been so happy since I moved out here to make these woods. I come home from work every day and I got my lab right up here in the woods, right here at the Greenwood School. And I need to tell you, I got everything in my lab that a wizard would want. I got everything that a wizard would want. I'm all by myself. So every day when I come home, I start to play with my chemicals and my plants and my animals. It's just what a scientist would want. Just what a scientist would want. I mean, well, I've got my stuffed animals. This nice little stuffed squirrel. Been around in my family for generations. And this nice little cow skull here. My golly, my grandpappy had this cow before we ate him. He was so good. His steak was so delicious. It was just yummy. I tell you, it's been nice living out here in these woods after work, and I just come home, and every day I try something new, you know. Like, well, you know, my daddy was a scientist, and my grandfather was a scientist, and then there was my Aunt Aloysius. She lived back in the 1800s, and old Aunt Aloysius was what you call an alchemist. She tried to make all sorts of weird things with chemicals. And, well, she passed down some things. She passed down all her books to me. All her books that had all her famous recipes in them. And every other night I'd try a couple new recipes. Try and find some things that might be fun to do. For instance, this week I've been working on something to kill leeches with. Because a lot of people around Wonder Lake, they've been complaining about leeches. You know, and they get in their swimming pools. And once they get in their swimming pools, you try them in a swimming pool, and it sucks your blood up. Sucks your blood all up. You ever hold a leech? How about you, Colin? You ever hold a leech? So what I've been trying to do is make a poison. I found some recipes here in Aloysius' recipe book. And I've been making this one poison. You take some calcium thalidomide and you just pour it in here like this. And son of a gun, every other day or so, I pour a little bit of this calcium thalidomide in. And pretty soon this green solution gets so concentrated that one drop, just one drop, will kill leeches just like that. I mean, it's fantastic. It doesn't quite work yet, but if I ever get it to work, I'm going to sell it up at Greenwood store. I'm going to sell it over at Wonder Lake Grocery. Might even go to McHenry and sell it to Jewel. I mean, I might get to a point where I make a lot of money off my leech killer. I might make a lot of money, and that's one of the things I've always wanted is to make a lot of money. I mean, I like to be filthy rich. I'd like to, well, for instance, have oodles of gold, all the gold that I could ever spend. I like to have so much money that I just, well, for instance, I like to have much money that I have money to burn. What's money to burn? Well, Mr. Please, this is like a $50 bill to you. Besides money to burn. If I ever got that much money where I had oodles of gold and I was burning $50 bills every day, I'd like to make my lab 5 stories high up there, 70 feet right to the top of Mankey's Woods, and I'd like to hire me the best scientists around. I mean the best scientists. And you know what they do for me? I put them to work and I pay them real well, and I hope that they can make me a tonic, some sort of tonic that would make me young again. To get rid of these nasty wrinkles on my face, to make my muscles firm again all around my body, to make me young, to make me vivacious. Yeah, that's what I really want. But so far I haven't had that choice. I haven't got the money to get the science. And, you know, if I was ever real lucky and I got the money, I look like this. You know, I take this tonic and I look good again with no wrinkles, you know? Muscular, handsome. my golly, look what they did to my phone collection. It's a casket, and it's got a body in it. Oh no. What am I going to do? Oh, first thing, I can't get in. I'm in trouble now. There's things that can really hurt people here. And what am I going to do?
It's a tiny simple box. And Aloysius can give to us. If she was good, she wouldn't have to spend eternity like a frog.
So that's what happened to my wishes, those rotten witches, when they killed her back in the 1800s, and they turned her into a frog because she wouldn't give them the recipe book. Poor Aunt Aloysius. I always wondered what she looked like. I didn't think she looked like a frog.
We have much work to do, Ethel. We have to get a potion very scary for Greenwood children on Halloween. Old witches, silly witches, all sorts of kind of witches, to get ready to scare Greenwood children at Halloween.
What
go.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson, for coming today.
The noises you'll hear will be ghostly sounds, a scream, a groan, a roar. There was a man named Ezra Smith. On Halloween night went out to see the sights and hear the sounds when ghosts round about. The sights he saw, the sounds he heard, he never lived to tell. The secrets of the other world are hidden deep and well. It may be that he saw some ghosts that roam the world on Halloween. Maybe witches, too, and cats. He may have viewed a snake or two, and demons straight from a web. You know the place. You've heard the tales that folks so often tell. Who really got old Ezra Smith? Who was his mortal foe? Was it God? Witch? Or ghostly foe? I think you'd like to know. Friends, Ezra Smith would be alive if he'd stayed home in bed on Halloween.
Good thing you didn't take after your brother. Good job.